Hey everyone, welcome back to My Perspective. If you're new here, I'm your host Shelby. Today we have an interview with Emma, who is the founder of Emma Lou. It's an athleisure brand. She was so kind and shared so much about the way she started it, how to have work-life balance, and just the intricacies of creating your own brand. She saw that there was something missing in the fitness workout clothing industry and decided to create it herself. Honestly, this interview I think went so well. She opened up so much about her company, which I loved, and actually shared what it's like to be a founder of a workout brand, because it's definitely not easy. If you guys like this episode, make sure to share it on social media. Make sure to check out her website. I'll have it all linked in the description. All my socials will also be in the description so you can follow along more with the day-to-day of the podcast. Also, reminder to go watch the full interview on YouTube. I hope you guys love this interview. Let's just get into today's episode. Hi, Emma. Welcome to My Perspective. Can you introduce yourselves to everyone who doesn't know you?
Hi, my name is Emma. I'm from the Bay Area and I've been living in Newport for about a year and I'm obsessed. And I'm the founder of Emma Lou, which is an athleisure brand.
How long have you had Emma Lou? Like, I want like the whole backstory of how it all happened.
I started Emma Lou during the pandemic. I feel like a lot of people were just so bored. And I was a personal trainer and a private Pilates instructor for years before that. So I feel like I've always kind of been in the wellness industry, I guess. I mean, there's like toxic wellness industry and then there's like now where it's kind of like reborn. But anyways, I was part of the toxic one with like the waist trainer and like, you know, the whole thing. And I was just seeing my clients go through that and take diet pills and all these crazy things. And they were always asking me about their lower stomach bloating, which is super niche and random. But I just was so tired of seeing them wear like the waist trainers and taking diet pills when they were coming to me during sessions. And I'm like, you're already working out with the trainer 5 times a week. Why are you also doing all these crazy additive things? And then that's when I kind of decided, well, you know, I feel like there's something that I can create that would target your lower stomach bloat and water weight, like all these problems that they can have. So that's kind of how our glow band leggings were born. I mean, they looked completely different when I started back then, 3-4 years ago to now, but that's kind of like what separates us between a regular athleisure brand like Aloe or Lululemon is like we have a technology inside of our pants.
Yeah, you made it functional, not just for aesthetics. And which is funny because I used to wear like a sweat stomach band working out during COVID, and that thing smelled so bad.
Yeah.
And also it was like, you're not gonna go out and wear that. Well, I know people wear waist trainers to like the gym and stuff, but mine was like this big bulky thing, and who knows, did it do anything? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. It's the sweatband with like the coconut oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those too, and I was like, don't love this.
Did you do the fitness training right when you graduated SC?
Yeah, so I kind of did it during that time too, just to like make some extra money. But then during the pandemic, I actually moved back home, so back to the Bay Area, and then my town is super small. There's like nothing to do. There's one gym. So I'm like, well, I might as well, you know, just train people because the gym didn't close at that time. And so that's when I kind of like got back into training. And that's when the Emma Lou was born, was just like me being home at my wits, like by myself. During the pandemic, you can't do anything. So, yeah, that's when it happened.
I mean, you used your time really wisely.
A little. I feel like I was either working on Emma Lou or tanning, honestly. It was like no in between.
I mean, most people didn't create a whole company during COVID, but definitely the tanning and working out was huge.
Yeah.
Did you always know like you were going to start your own company, or did it just like, are you entrepreneurial in that way, your parents and stuff?
Yeah, I didn't know I wanted to start my own company. I definitely wanted something of my own. Like I didn't know if it was going to be swim or I don't know, shoes or something, or like makeup, but I'm not passionate about anything else really besides like health and wellness. And so I think I saw my dad, because growing up he has his own company, so I saw him coming home late and like being gone all the time. And when I was little, I was like, well, you know, that kind of sucks. Like I don't want to do that. And then as I get older, it's funny how my brain kind of was like, it took after my dad, to where now I'm very entrepreneurial, and I don't love like the business side of things. Like I don't love the numbers and stuff like that. I'm more like the creative side, where he helps me with the numbers and everything, because I look at it and I have no interest. I'm like, I don't care, even though, you know, I should, but it's one of the things that having a brand like isn't the most glamorous.
Yes. I mean, I work at a fashion brand, but I'm on the production side. I'm not on the creative side. So what would you say is like things that go on that's not so glamorous that people would be kind of surprised or just not expect?
That's a good question. I think the things that people don't show you on social media, well, maybe on TikTok, because that's more like raw, I guess.
Yeah.
But like on Instagram, I would never post like our first or second round samples because I feel like I don't want someone to see it and be like, oh my God, I don't like it. When is that coming out? Because I don't want it.
Yeah.
And because it looks so different than the usually it takes like 3 or 4 rounds for me because I'm such like a perfectionist when it comes to the final piece. And I think, I show it on TikTok because I feel like nobody cares on TikTok, but Instagram's, very polished. So I feel like a lot of brands really put on this big image for Instagram, and I'm trying not to, but I feel like that's one thing that you normally wouldn't expect is like the sample looks completely different sometimes than the actual final product that you can buy and wear.
How like long does that process of getting the sample to the actual finished product of releasing it to people?
It takes about, I'd say 4 weeks.
Wow.
For one sample, just depending if the manufacturer is backed up or not. Luckily, I have a little bit of an in with my manufacturer because I've been ordering from them for so long. Like they're still the same one that I've used since the beginning, which I feel like is kind of rare. They kind of like get it for me quick when I need it.
And are they doing like a ton of products at one time, or they like allow you to do like because you would think like manufacturers are doing like these huge brands like Revolve, Urban.
Yeah.
So when they work with small businesses, what's that like?
It's honestly a little bit discouraging at first because they want you to order a lot of MOQs, which is their minimum order quantity. And I don't order that many, but I know Revolve orders like 1,000 to 5,000 like units per size.
Wow.
And that is just, I mean, hopefully eventually it gets to that point.
Yeah.
But, that's a lot of inventory to just have in your house because I ship from my house and work from my house. Yeah, that can be discouraging. It's just when a lot of bigger manufacturers won't let you even work with them if you're under 500. So I got really lucky because I'm like anywhere from 100 to 500 is like usually what I order. So I got lucky.
How is anyone supposed to start a brand? I mean, unless you're backed by some huge investor, nobody's buying 5,000 just to start.
I know.
So what if nobody buys it?
I know. And then you're sitting on, all that inventory just stacked up in your room.
Oh.
It's like, no. So luckily I don't have that problem, but I do know, entrepreneurs who do, and they're like, well, now what?
Yeah, you have all this extra inventory.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to pivot your company in any way? Has there anything ever gone wrong and you're like, oh shoot, like we need to keep up with the times, or people obviously didn't like this, so you had to do something else?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Well, the first branding that I ever had, it was called Embody Activewear. First of all, it wasn't even Emmylou. Like Emmylou wasn't even born until like maybe 2 years ago. So I did a full year just starting with the name Embody Activewear, and this is sick to even say because this is not who I am, but all of our logos were kettlebells, like dumbbells, and it was so funny to look back, and they were gold too, like rose gold. Like it was giving, what was, I guess 2018, maybe 2019, 2020-ish, where it was like that was it.
That was really in.
Yeah, like the rose gold was like it. So that was my logo. It was literally just a kettlebell. And then I realized, like, okay, this is not who I am. And I don't know why, because I was working in the gym. So obviously, gym versus, like, the Pilates girls are totally different. Like, the aesthetics are totally different. And I've always been, I mean, I, like, love both. But being in the gym, I was, like, feeding off of that energy and that kind of, like, lifestyle. But it wasn't really who I was at my core. So it took me getting out of that, not toxic culture, I don't want to say, because, it's just working out, but like that whole gym girl lifestyle to realize, okay, this is not who I am and like what I want my brand to look like. So
I feel like the gym culture is a lot more intense, like testosterone driven, and Pilates is literally swings the other way, but still people who are interested in staying healthy and living that balanced lifestyle. It's not as hardcore, let's build as much muscle and eat as much protein as we can.
Yeah, like the meal prepping, the cutting, the bulking. It just was too much for me, and I had body dysmorphia for a long time, so it was just too much. I'm like, okay, I need to do something that's a lot more wholesome, a lot easier on the body, and just kind of, go that direction.
Yeah. With Emmylou, I guess it was What was it? Embody?
Embody.
That's kind of cute, though.
It was cute for a little, but it was like,
What was there like a pivotal moment where you're like, I need to change to Emma Lou? Were you afraid of changing the name with your business or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. I was afraid, and I think the moment was during COVID, and I kind of like took an actual look at myself because I wasn't going to the gym. Like, you're not going to Pilates. It's just like you're like making do at home, like whatever works from home. So I was really getting to figure out who I was and what I actually like to do. And then it kind of, hit me. I was like scrolling on Pinterest and I saw a bunch of cute pictures that I wanted my brand to represent, like girly, fun, feminine, a little bit frilly and ditzy. And I just was like, okay, well, my brand does not represent this at all. It's representing like chicken and rice, like protein bar. And I could not do it. So that was my pivotal moment. And then I immediately rebranded. Like, I just changed everything that night. I was like, there's no way I can even go on with this anymore.
Do you think that your audience resonated better with it too then?
Mm-hmm, for sure. Yeah, it was honestly a completely different audience. I think everybody who followed me when it was Embody probably unfollowed me at this point because it's literally black and white, like the brand. So
I also feel like the aesthetic of your clothing fits better with Pilates and yoga. I mean, I'm sure you can still use it for weightlifting and stuff, but as a consumer, I would purchase it more for Pilates and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear. That's good because you're my target audience. So, like, that is good to hear.
Were you a marketing major or anything at USC?
No, I wasn't.
What were you?
I was communication.
Oh, that's same.
Really?
Yeah.
Then I switched it over to business during COVID because I just...
Oh, so you were still in school?
Yeah.
Was it business marketing or business entrepreneurship?
Just a business administration, so like the very basic level of business, but I don't remember anything, honestly. Like, do you remember? I mean,
honestly, no. Yeah, because I was in school during COVID, so I kind of just, all my classes were online, and then I feel like the classes were not applicable besides my like marketing comms classes on how to persuade the consumer in ways that they use, I don't know, freaking rhetoric or something. But other than that, no.
Like that, it makes sense because it's niche, but the broader subjects just went right over my head.
Me too. I was ready to start working.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care.
Is Emma Lou your only job?
No, I do freelance graphic design.
Oh, cool.
Just, not for fun, but just for now.
Ends meet.
Yeah, because I don't want to be, I could have Emily support me at this point, but they always say to wait, like just never get too cocky. You want to be confident in your brand, but you never just want to not have anything to support you because you just never know.
Exactly. Do you have like a plan of when you think you're going to go full-time at Emma Lou?
I would love to by the end of the year.
Wow.
Like, I would love to. I just have been putting in so much effort recently, not recently, but since I started, and even more now that I finally have like not marketing down, but I just have a better idea of who my consumer is and how I want the feed to look. And I have interns now. So I finally feel like I'm on the track to how I want it to look and feel, because it takes forever to get to that point, because when you don't have help, like I'm not signed with an agency or don't have investors or I don't have a mentor, so it's just basically like I'm just pivoting on my own.
So is it just you and like 2 interns or something? Wow.
Yeah, and I just hired them on a couple weeks ago, and it's been so nice.
Congrats. What are they doing for you?
Just strictly content, because content is everything, I've realized.
Yeah, that's where you get all your consumers or your buyers, I guess.
Yeah.
What's like your biggest platform that people come from?
I would say Instagram still. I'm still learning TikTok. I feel like there's so much that you need to know on TikTok, if that makes sense. Like I post every single day, but I feel like every video does the same, like nothing progress. Like I've had 2 viral videos maybe, and of course one was Alex Earl, like she just attracts everything. I think Instagram's definitely my stronger platform right now, at least, but I would love it to be TikTok eventually.
Yeah. And TikTok's always changing, so it's so hard. Once you get it down, you're like, wait, that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, they like change it overnight. Well, now it's being banned anyways. So
I know, so who cares about TikTok?
I'm like, okay, we'll just focus all of our
attention
on Instagram.
Honestly, Instagram's not going anywhere, so utilize it as much as you can.
Like, she's sturdy.
Yeah.
Instagram is never leaving us.
It's owned by Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
Never,
or
ever.
Meta, whoever it is.
Whatever.
Before your interns, you were the only person running the Instagram, doing all the marketing and designing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a lot of
I
work.
do it all. one woman show.
How do you not get burned out?
I don't know. I think because I want it to succeed so bad that I honestly don't care what I have to do anything, which is kind of scary. But like you have to have that mindset in the beginning, or else you'll be miserable.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's your like day-to-day schedule, I guess? Like what's a day in the life of freelance, owning your own business? And also taking care of yourself. I literally can't imagine that. It sounds like a lot of hours.
I feel like now I have it down pat. I'm so psycho now with my calendar. Like live inside that calendar. Like I love my planner. I'm like, okay, what do I have to, even though I already know I have to like look at it to see, But I always work out in the morning. If not, like I'll go crazy.
Same.
Have you been to the full routine actually?
I went today.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
The mat class?
Yes. I kind of hate it, but love it.
That's what Tracy Andrews said.
It's so hard.
Yeah,
like,
it's so hard.
I know, I feel so dumb. I can't dance, and I feel like it's dancing. So I'm just like flinging my legs around. I'm like, yeah, don't look at me, please.
I know. Everyone that goes there the first time like cracks up, and I crack up still.
Me too.
It's so funny.
And it's so hot.
It's so hot. It's like
So I'm like, I promise I could probably do this workout if it's not hot.
Yeah.
Which, like, I love the heated. It's just, it's hard.
It's like an extra, like,
Yes.
thing that doesn't need to be there.
I know. I'm like, I get it, but I'm not cut out.
Yeah. Well, I'm addicted, and I try to go every day.
Really?
Not try to go, like, I probably go, like, 3 times a week, and on the other days I'll just either do a former class or just go to the gym. Come home, I always need a beverage, like a matcha or an iced chai. Like I can't go without it.
Same.
Like if I don't have a bev with me while I'm working, I get like physically angry because I'm like there's nothing for me to look forward to.
Me too. The only thing that gets me out of bed is making my matcha. Do you make it yourself, or do you like to go out?
Ugh, I need matcha tips at home because I normally just buy it.
What place is your favorite?
Oh my God, where do I go? I go to Kit Coffee. I go to Rye Goods, has a really good matcha for no reason.
I've never tried theirs.
I love it. And then what else? I don't love coffee dough, sorry, but I don't.
Oh my God, coffee dough is my favorite. Well, I just like their almond milk. That's why.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they make it themselves.
Oh my God. Wait, okay, I've never had their almond milk. So
Okay, just go for their almond.
Okay, I'm like, I just get a cup of almond milk with ice. They're like, okay. But I do want to try the What We Said podcast drink.
Me too. They made a matcha and a coffee one.
Oh, they do the coffee too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to try it too, but I'm afraid it's going to be super sweet.
You don't like sweet?
No. Yeah, I get my matcha just unsweetened.
Oh, no. Okay, maybe that's why we have different coffee shop tastes, because mine needs to be like milky and sweet. I cannot. When it tastes like grass, I'm like,
I want mine to taste like grass.
Oh.
I literally have to ask, like, is it sweetened? Or I won't get it. That's really funny.
Have you ever had New Day?
Yes, I really like theirs.
Love New Day.
It's good.
So good.
Have you tried Stereoscope?
No.
Okay, I just went. It's by Back Bay. Okay. Kind of weird parking situation because it's inside corporate businesses. Okay. But they have really good matcha. I got their strawberry matcha. It's sweetened.
Okay, then I'll go.
But it tasted like ice cream. I was like, this is so good.
Oh my God.
I'm never going to get it again, but it's so good.
Yeah, when it is too sweet, though, it does, like, hit a little bit different than...
I know, and I asked, like, they did less sweet for me, too, so I can't imagine, like, the normal. Well, I also just, like, never have it sweet. Yeah. So it's probably really different for me. Mm-hmm. But it's good.
Okay, well...
And they had, like, really good pastries and stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I need to go tomorrow.
I know.
I always, like, need places to do work because I cannot work at home all the time.
Yeah.
So I need that.
Do you work like a normal 40-hour week, or do you think you work more?
Oh God, probably a little more, sadly. But I do kind of sporadic hours. So like I take a lot of breaks during the day, and I always need a walk too. Yeah. Like I need 3 walks a day to like live.
I love that.
So I feel like I'll work after dinner, maybe when normally people are working like during lunch. Like I try to like space it out.
Work-life balance.
Yeah.
Especially at freelance, that's so nice. Do your own schedule.
Yeah.
Do you think you could have Emma Lou with a normal corporate 9 to 5?
I think so. I think I would make it work. Yeah. Not that I want to, but I think I could make it work. If I had to, I'd do it.
Okay, so I've been to 2 of your events. They're so cute. I'm sure you thought of it on your own. But the Skinny Confidential always talks about doing events for your consumers versus just like influencers. And I feel like that's what you've done, just like the community around here and obviously your target audience. Like, how do you plan the events? How did you even like come up with the ideas and stuff?
That's such a good question because I love events. And I also agree. I heard Lauren talk about it. She loves Emily too. She wears all the time.
I
which
know.
I love. So anything she says, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do. Just because, you know, she's right about the community events. I feel like also they're the ones buying your clothes.
Yeah.
And influencers. Yes, influencers buy the clothes, but it's not the same, I feel like, because your community are actually the people who are the ones who are wearing it and like gonna promote it just for free and because they love the product, and then they tell their friends, and it's just been so much fun. But the last event I think you came to was the Pilates Princess one?
The Pilates Princess?
At my house,
okay,
right?
yeah, I did go to that one.
Yeah, that one I honestly just wanted to do like something fun and nostalgic because obviously Pilates Princess is like a huge thing. Like I did not come up with that, but I love the whole like vibe and aesthetic of it, and I just think it goes perfect with Emmylou, and so I love planning like the cake and like the food to go with it and like all the cute little fun things that just like come together for an event, because then, you know, people are just going to take photos of it, not even me asking, but just because they want to, you know, because it's cute. So that's also one of my goals for an event, is to always have things that are photo worthy and like Instagram worthy and TikTok, because then people make their own content, and then, you know, it helps them, but it also helps me because then people see it. And now I think our events have they're not like the talk of the town obviously, but like people are discovering Emmylou because of the events.
That's great,
because there's so many like cute Costa Mesa Newport girls coming, and they posted it, and so it just attracts more people that, you know, I want for the brand.
You're very detail oriented, like with you did write a letter to someone and you had all the little stickers out, or you even had, I like have your matches and with the cute little bow on it. And I think that's what makes people like remember your events, is how much detail and time you put in to something. And it was just at your house, like you didn't have to do like this big ordeal. I mean, it was kind of big, but like a lot of people there, but you still made it like simple enough to where it didn't feel, it wasn't too much. Does that make sense? Yeah,
and smaller brands don't have to spend grand, you know, tons of money on a venue. I mean, there are tons of beautiful venues that would love to do one day, but also you can just make do with like what you have. And I don't really spend that much money on events, honestly. Like I have an event budget, but it's probably not as big as people think, just because you can get so creative and so crafty. Like I make a lot of my own stuff, and I mean, I outsource the food obviously, but like we just did a garden party event and we did it at the park. So like I was able to spend more on the food and like cute, you know, decor than the venue. So I feel like you can kind of pick and choose what you want, and it always comes together and looks super cute.
The garden party looked so cute, especially the food table.
Oh, it was so good. It was so windy though. It like blew over.
Oh my god.
I was like catching things with my hand. But yeah, it was really fun. But again, like just the park for free.
Yeah. I wouldn't even think about that. I mean, it's really smart. Do you do an event every time you come out with something new, or is it just kind of random?
It was random, but I think now I'm going to start to do one either every time or every other time.
Yeah.
So I think our next one will be in June. Maybe I may have just spoiled that, but I think maybe June. I don't know if that's a firm date, but yeah, just something fun for the summer. But I do try to get it, because have an event every time something comes out, but it is a lot of planning and like a lot of, you know, little details here and there, but it's always so fun. Like I actually love, I would, in another life, I'd be an event planner, I think.
I've always wanted to be an event planner. I just think it's so fun to actually see everything come to fruition, and everyone's also experiencing it. Do you come out with like one set at a time, or do you usually drop like a whole collection?
Right now it's just one set. I think, well, with the cherry set we just did, I did a sweatshirt with it, which we never do like loungewear or
cute
or not athleisure, but yeah, loungewear like that. But just thought, you know what, why not? So normally it's just one set, but there will be a collection later in the year that has like a cute tote bag, a cute bolero. I'm literally just spoiling it, but who cares? It's fine. I get too excited. So that'll come out later, not the next one, but like a few down the line. So I don't know. I like to just do collections, because then each one has its own little campaign shoot. And like for the cherry set we went to Laguna and shot it. And then I went to some really cute like vintage house in LA and shot it. So I don't know. I love to just pair a set with an aesthetic. Like I think it's just so cute. And then plan the party around it too, so it was like very niche and very specific, which I love. Together. Yeah.
What is the hardest part, you would say, about either the creative side or like planning the events?
At first it was getting people to come, which is kind of funny to say, but it's hard to get like persuade people to come.
Really?
Yeah. But now I think because we've done quite a few recently that people know about them now. So now we're able, because normally they're free, but recently I'm like, okay, I feel like it's okay to start charging tickets because it is a lot of money, you know? So now we sold out of the garden party, which was so exciting. I was like, wow, what do you call it? Progression.
Yes.
I guess, from events. Thank you. Which
That's
is so
exciting.
Fun. But I think the hardest part besides that is basically just getting everything together on one day. Like the weather has to be nice if you're doing it outside. Like the food has to be good. People need to show up. Everyone needs to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, the collection needs to be done. Like everything needs to be done by a specific date, which I guess also helps me plan like our releases and launches and stuff. But
do you try to do a release every month, or is it every like couple months?
Yeah, I think it's probably every other month, just because it's a lot I don't like to just release something because like I'll wait a year if I have to, just because I don't want it to come out and people be like ooh, you know, because then I'd be so embarrassed. So I really try to take my time and release cute things. But now I know since we just did the cherry set, like I already have samples for the next one. So by the time that hopefully that sells out, like we'll have something else.
Are you doing something pretty similar in between each style, or are you mainly just changing the color? And then also, I guess that first. I'll ask you the second question after.
I think I try to just completely change it, which is kind of a lot and not everyone's cup of tea, but I just like to have something new every time, unless like our Judy jumpsuit, for example, like our black jumpsuit, that one sold out super quick, so people want that to restock, so I definitely need to restock that this year.
I definitely want to get that.
Yeah.
Lauren Bosick posted it. I was like, oh my god, I've gone to one of her events. This is so cool.
It's the best. I'm so mad because I don't even have one. Like I have the old sample because I had to give it. I'm like, okay, I need to sell this one. I can't keep it. So I'll definitely need to restock that because it did so well. Like I did not think, because that was our first jumpsuit and I was like, people don't wear jumpsuits. But everyone ate it up.
Jumpsuits are so in right now, or at least it was like started last year, maybe 2 years ago. Like I don't even know like who came out with the first jumpsuit, but then people just like it skyrocketed. It's just so flattering. So is it insulated? What is the fabric that makes you help with the bloating and all that?
So our glow band's in everything. It's in all the jumpsuits, all the leggings. I mean, not in the tops because I feel like nobody wants to lose from the top. I did a survey and like, do you guys want in the top? And everyone's like, no, just the lower stomachs. I'm like, okay, noted. But it's a recycled thermoplastic, so it is a little bit insulating. Okay. So when you wear it, I mean, for example, the full routine, like it's hot in there. And when you wear it, it's literally so sweaty. Normally, I feel like you sweat from your back a lot or you sweat from your face, which, still happens when you wear the glow band. But this time it's like more specifically targeted towards your lower stomach, which I love it because it feels like I'm doing something and I can like rub my hand in the waistband and it's like actually wet, which is kind of disgusting. But it's not like a gross like dripping down your leg type of thing. It just like sits in there. Okay. And it dries really quickly. So then by the time I drive home from the full routine to my house, it's dry. So you don't have to be gross all day, but it definitely does work. Or even just going on a walk, like it doesn't even have to be a heated workout. Like you can tell that your stomach is sweating, which is crazy.
That is so insane. You're the first person to come out with a workout set like this.
Wow. I hope so.
I'm sure you are. I mean, I haven't seen it anywhere else. Yeah. Seriously, like you saw something that was missing in the industry and you just created it because nobody else had it yet. And like that's where you become successful, because people do. If one person thought of it, obviously a lot of people have, they want it as well. Yeah. And you're the one who was like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is nice to know that it's not, nobody's seen it yet because we did a patent search on it just so I could like make sure I'm not ripping off someone's idea. Yeah. And they're like, no, I mean, there are pockets and waistbands, like there are belly bands, but there's no sweatband. It's like, okay.
Did you patent it?
It's patent pending. It's just a super long process that.
So does that mean nobody else can do it?
No.
Wow.
Like, this is mine. I made it. Nobody can take it.
That's impressive. That's so exciting.
I know. Hopefully it goes through because, but.
Why wouldn't it?
It just takes so long. Not that because someone else has the idea, but because it's like super expensive takes years. So we'll just have to see.
How long has it been pending for?
About a year already.
Wow.
No, I'm like, can you just say yes or no at this point? Like, I mean,
what are they waiting on?
I don't know, but I could still go the rest of my life with it saying patent pending, and I would still have like some legal protection. So
okay, because you're the first one who applied for it or something. So is the jumpsuit fully insulated or just the stomach portion?
Just the band.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I want to get one.
I know. I need to bring it back. People DM me every day and they're like, when is it back? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I literally don't know.
Have you only stocked it once?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've only stocked it once, but I didn't think it was going to sell out that fast, but I'm glad it did.
Okay, so was there a moment like that you knew like, oh my God, it all sold out one day and you're like, what happened? How? And then you figured out like why?
It was more of a slow because I sent it to Lauren probably 2 weeks after it already launched, and like we got our initial launch day orders, which are always great, and then after a couple of days, like it kind of dies down a little. Maybe it's like one order a day or like a couple orders a week, and then that's normal for me at least. And then Lauren posted, and I didn't know she had posted, and like I forgot what I was doing, but my phone was just going off of like Shopify orders. I'm like, oh my God, that normally means Lauren has posted, the queen has spoken. So I go on my phone, and of course, she did like a whole like in-depth story, and I was like, oh my God, she is just
she has actually so much influence.
Yeah, no, she's powerful.
Yeah. Which is so weird because I feel like influencers are losing that portion, but I swear I buy almost everything that she tells me to buy. Like, I have everything.
Me too.
I don't know how she made it so believable. Like, she's so authentic of what she really likes.
Yeah.
And she also posts about small brands. Like, she could have gotten that and not posted it. But she really loved it.
Yeah, which some influencers do.
Did you send it, like, to her PR team? Or, like, how does that process work?
So I'll either send it to her house because we'll DM and she's like, just send it to the house. I'm like, okay, great. Because then it just gets straight to her. But I also will send it to her assistant, and then that just kind of goes to her office. So it just depends. But she's always just so supportive. And I wish that more people would be like that because, I mean, she has like a big following and she's not afraid to not promote her product.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I'm abundant. Like, it doesn't matter. But there are a lot of influencers who I think if they don't get paid, won't post, which is like, I understand, I respect it, but it's also, it doesn't hurt to post
or to post or like tag it if you're already wearing it, or if you really do love it. I think people care more because if you're only sharing sponsored posts, people don't actually believe you anymore. And I think that's where it's different with Lauren is she actually posts things where she's not getting paid. She just genuinely liked it and would buy it herself. Yeah.
And then she'll like invest in the brand she loves, which I think is so cool. I'm like, wow, you're really just iconic.
Do you think she'll invest one day?
I hope. Manifest, she'll invest. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not looking for investors, but I mean, if she wanted to, I'd be like, okay.
Maybe then you could totally go full time.
Yeah. And then I can for sure go full time, but we'll see.
Do you like bootstrapping it?
I do. I was really into and obsessed with getting having some investors, but I just, not for me right now, at least. I just think with fashion, it's different. If I were to have, say, like a granola bar brand, like then I feel like it's easier for you to get investors because it's a disposable product and it's like, it's constantly in need. And with fashion, it's super hard to get investors, but I mean, Reformation did it. So if I want to do it, I can just follow what they did.
Yeah. Do you plan on going into stores? Like, what's your big idea with Emma Lou?
I definitely want to get into stores. I love Revolve. I love Carbon 38. I love Nordstrom. I love Bandier. Like, basically any store I want to be in. We're in a couple boutiques right now, but it's nothing, like a Revolve.
Yeah.
And I'd love to have my own pop-up for a while, maybe in LA or New York or Austin, just places where a lot of the girls shop on Emma Lou. Yeah, I just want it to be, your go-to athleisure brand. I think that it actually holds value because of the glow band, and it's just good quality that I just I make it so it's easier for people to feel good about themselves.
What was, besides like the band that makes it different, what else did you see in other products that you wanted to change specifically for yours? Because athletic wear or just like fashion in general fits so different on people, and I feel like a lot of us be like, oh, I wish that these leggings hugged more on my ankles or something, like something random. Was there anything that you changed also that you really wanted?
Yeah, I think just the fit of the clothing is like tight, And I hate when activewear is loose. Like, it's not flattering for anyone, or especially me. And it just makes you not feel good. You're looking at yourself in the mirror the whole time. You're at a workout class, you're at the gym, and it's like, I don't want to look at myself not feeling good. Or, you know, how other people, not that you should care what other people look at you, but you want to feel good out in public or at your Pilates class or whatever. And so I just, like, I noted that in my head, because also a lot of girls on Instagram, like, they want to post their outfits. So I'm like, what can I make that girls will want to post, and that will also just make them feel good and look good? Like, people kind of shame for, like, you wanting to look good, but it's like,
you go about your day better.
Yeah.
Like, I did not like what I looked like today at the floor routine. And I'm like, I swear I'd have a more productive workout if I looked better. Like, there's just no doubt about it.
Yeah. And sometimes the answer to that is a jumpsuit or a matching set. Like, it's just, you know, some scrunchy socks and new, like, a cute pair of tennis shoes. Like, you can do anything.
Yeah. And you're going to have that forever.
Yeah.
That's also what nice is, like, they're going to have your products for so many years. It's not something that they're just going to buy at Amazon for $30 and it's only going to last you a couple of months. Like, you're providing them with super high quality and functional workout wear.
Yeah, there you go. Boom, new ambassador, spokesperson. No, but it's so true. It's like I'm giving you a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm obsessed with mine. I wear them all the time.
Do people ever comment when you wear them?
Yeah. And they're like, what brand is this? I'm like, oh, it's called Emily. And I just want to see what they say. And they're like, oh, I've never heard of that. And I'm like, of course. But sometimes I will get someone that's like, oh, wow. Like, especially here, where they're like, oh, I've heard of that before.
Do you tell them it's yours?
Yeah, I do eventually. If they're like, oh, where's it from? And I'm like, okay, it's mine. I give it up. But yeah, it's honestly funny meeting, especially it happens in, like, a workout class. So I'd be like, where's that set from? I always get so embarrassed, but whatever.
I would too. I wouldn't want to tell them. But then obviously then they would probably purchase it more after meeting you. Like, oh my God, I met her. Like, she's like me.
Yeah.
Do you find more sales, you think, like, through stores or online? And how does that process work of, like, putting your clothing in someone else's store?
Definitely on my own website, I think it gets more sales. And if you want to get into the wholesale route, you have to create a line sheet, which is basically, you know, an overview of your brand, and you offer it to them at wholesale prices. That's usually 50 to 25% off for them.
Wow.
So I don't do that much of a discount, but, like, a lot of if jewelry brand does, just because they have bigger margins. But yeah, so you offer them a discount and they basically purchase however many they want. I know Revolve does a huge amount, and Nordstrom, I think, also does a huge purchase order, which basically means that they'll have you order like 1,000 and you have to sell them pretty much, or they'll just send it back to you. But that's why I haven't done that yet, because I'm like, well, that's kind of like a big risk.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if I had to sell 1,000, I could just, you know, but it's hard. So that's why I chose the boutique route, because they're a lot easier on you opposed to, you know, bigger brand, at least right now. And basically they'll just pick what items they want that are in stock, like pick their sizes, and then just hold it in their store. And then whenever you sell, they sell it at their own price pretty much. So then you just get, that's basically it.
Do they purchase it from you first and then they sell it for whatever they want?
Yeah, I mean, I have, like, guidelines on what I would allow them to sell it, like, a max, but just because I know, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because then they're just going to go to your website.
Yeah, and they don't want that either. Like, they want it for them. So they'll usually do, I think it's a 2% markup, usually, which depends on the product, but it can be a lot. And then if not, they'll just come to me. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you already bought the product, so you can do what you want with it, but also, like, you know, be ethical, because then they can just come to my website and just buy it for, you know, a couple dollars cheaper.
And that's what people do with Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta be competitive.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
What's your, at least, like, I have a lot of people from Orange County that listen to the podcast. Like, what are some stores in Orange County? Are you allowed to say?
Yeah.
That your products are in.
Yeah, I'm in Slow, actually.
Oh.
I'm in Ambiance Boutique.
Oh my God,
go
cute.
check that out. And then I was in Escape, but not anymore. Okay. Love Escape, though. No, that's it. And then there's 2 in New York that I'm forgetting the name of, which I should not be forgetting the name of, but if I have it, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But I don't know. I do a lot of pop-ups. So I do pop-ups usually every weekend.
Wow.
So, like, this weekend I'll be in Orange doing a pop-up.
Just you reach out to, like, a boutique and ask, or how does that? Pop-up
Both,
work?
I think, or they'll DM me and just ask, because usually I do a lot of events.
Okay.
Like I've been doing a lot of San Diego events here, a lot of studios, but
You're a busy woman.
gotta get the word out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, tell me about going to Slow.
Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Have you ever been at Avila Beach?
Yes.
Oh my God, have you been to Blue Moon restaurant?
I don't think I was 21 when I walked past it. It's a bar, right?
Oh no, it's a restaurant.
Oh,
French
no,
restaurant.
I haven't been.
Oh, what's your favorite restaurant there?
Okay, there's this place called Bear in the Run. They have the best pizza. I got this pizza in Paris and I haven't been able to find it, and theirs is like the most similar. It's like honey and ricotta or something and garlic. So good. And then Sally Lou's, which is like a breakfast place. Mm-hmm.
They're so cute.
I know.
They have the best eggs and toast
Yes.
ever.
I loved their yogurt bowls and they discontinued them. It's really sad. And they have really good pastries. How many times have you been up there?
Like 6 or 7.
Wow. Why?
Love it. My parents had a place in Avila for a while.
Okay.
So I was just there like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think I saw you were at Madonna Inn.
Yeah, I love a good cake from
Yeah.
Madonna Inn. Oh my God.
Their cake is iconic.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it. And then I went to this place called the Nautical Bean inside the bunker.
yes.
Have you been?
That place is really
Have you tried
good.
their matcha?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I mean, I know it's sweet, but
No,
for me,
it's
that was
good.
the best matcha I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to call them tomorrow and ask what they do for their matcha.
I don't even know what my favorite matcha ever has been. I feel like all matcha to me is kind of the same. Well, because I don't get it sweetened.
Yeah.
If I got sweetened, there would be a difference.
All the earthy ones taste the same, but if you get it sweetened and like
Yes.
start adding on the little stuff, you'll know.
So how do you like balance your social life if you're doing all these events and stuff?
It's a little difficult. Like I've missed lots of things.
Yeah.
But to me, it's worth it. Like I know, I mean, obviously I'm trying not to miss like a friend's birthday or like family things. But I mean, there are times when I've just had to say no, which is fine. But now I feel like I'm at the point where I don't need to, pop up every day. Like I say no to a lot of things now just because I feel like I'm at a good point. And I kind of pick and choose now what I want to do. Before I was like driving to LA, San Diego in one day, and then maybe like going to Slow, like doing a pop-up for a couple hours. But now I'm like, okay, I'm going to not do that anymore and just like actually pick what is going to move the needle for Emmylou and not just to be busy, quote unquote. So yeah, it's definitely hard to balance everything though, just because I do love, to go out to dinner and do all those fun little things. I don't always get to do them.
Honestly, it's so cool to hear what goes on behind the scenes because it's so much more than I would just be able to tell on Instagram.
No, it's interesting to like talk about it because I never do. Like I don't like say my day. I mean, on TikTok, maybe I'll do like a day in the life.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I don't really share much, which maybe I should.
I feel like people would be really interested. Especially, I think that's where brands are starting to show more behind the scenes because it's so interesting. It's stuff that people don't know or it's not normal.
Yeah.
So I think you should.
Okay, I will. I'll do a day in the life on Instagram maybe. So if you're interested.
You should. Yeah. How do you get feedback from people? Do you just do it directly from Instagram? Like you do like a poll or a questionnaire or something?
Yeah, I usually just ask like, what do you guys like? Like the other day I did, would you rather me release a capri or a boot cut or full length? And I thought for sure capri was gonna be the winner because I don't know.
Capris are in right now.
Yeah, and nobody, like I was the only one who voted for a capri, and I was like, oh my God, well thank God I didn't do that because there's 40 other girls who want a full length. So in that moment I'm like, okay, Emma, you don't get your capri, but give these girls what they want, because they're the ones who like matter in the end. So
yeah, something about when we talked about influencers is like, or when you invite normal people to your events.
Yeah.
Those are the people that actually all tell all their friends. Like when I think of it, if I really love something, I'm literally texting my best friends, like, you guys all need this product, this clothing item, like it's the best thing you've ever seen. And I feel like that drives more sales than sometimes, I don't know, a normal like wellness influencer in Orange County or something.
No, I completely agree. Like if you were to tell your friends in a group chat, like, oh my God, you guys, I tried these leggings, they'd probably all buy it because they trust you.
Yeah.
And like they probably love your style and like your whole vibe, so they're gonna do what you say. So that's like, my friends do the same thing. Like, oh my God, you guys have to try this. I'm immediate. Like, I don't even care what it is. Like, I'm buying it. I'm like, I trust you. I will love that for you. Like, I'm going to buy it. So yeah, that's definitely been a good approach for me to do, is just like really involve the community because there's a lot of girls here that like want to be a part of it, or you know, like want to meet people. And like I've had girls meet at an event and like be friends.
Yeah, like, I've met someone. I'm friends with someone from one of your events.
Really?
Yeah,
Who?
Quinn.
Oh my god, I love
I know.
I love her.
She did your graphic design, right?
Yeah,
she's so cute.
Oh, love her. Oh wait, I'm so glad.
I know. We walked in together. That's how we met.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'm glad like we have a testimonial here.
No, okay. So when I moved here in June, so almost a year ago, I only knew my sister and like her friends. So I was trying to go to every possible event or club activity that I could find to meet people. So like that's why I was so open. Obviously, your stuff is so cute. So I'm like, why not? Like I'll miss work to come.
Oops.
Yeah, the first one I came to, I like told my boss, I have an appointment.
Oh my god, iconic. Oh, because it was on a third.
It was like in the middle of the day or something.
Oh my god.
It was when you did it at the park in Laguna, or it was like Newport Laguna.
Oh my god. Oh yes, yeah.
Like
I used to have them on Thursday and Friday, and then people were like, "Oh no, I can't come." So I was like, "Okay, we'll do Saturdays." So good.
I was like, I want to come. So
yeah,
I have to go. I'll make it work.
Yeah. Yay. Well, I'm glad you came.
Yeah, me too. They're so fun. I don't know. It's something to do. I'm like shocked that people didn't want to come. Or like it was hard to get people to come at first.
Yeah.
Also, since it was free, like
I know.
Why not?
I know. I mean, I think our smallest event has been like 25, so it's not even, it's like a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
But normally there's like 50 to 60 girls. Like at my house there was almost 60, and I was like, I should have put a cap on the invite. Like I just let everybody come. Like I literally don't care. Yeah, because I want everyone to be able to come and like hang out.
It didn't feel too crowded though.
No. Okay, good.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, people usually like trickle out pretty quickly, but so it like always just kind of makes sense. After the workout, people like grab their bite and they're like, okay, bye, which is nice. So it like never like lasts that long, you know? But
is there any people that like stay a little too long?
Oh yeah. But honestly, normally I have roommates. I have 3 girl roommates who are like my best friends, but like they'll stay and chit chat with everybody, and I'm like, okay, time to clean up. Like I'm the one that has to clean up, so everyone get out of the kitchen. Like it's time. But I love it. I'm like, you can stay over as long as you want.
That's so fun. Especially you've just created that really welcoming environment for everyone.
I hope so.
No, you do.
Because I've been to events where it's like everyone just stares at you. And it's really awkward.
You hosting, or are you going to events?
Me going to events. Yeah, like before I even like hosted my own, I would like go to LA for events, like just random ones, and there's somewhere I would literally just like sit by myself, which I like try to talk to people, but I just felt so weird because it was very like everyone already had their own like moment, and I was just by myself, which is fine, like whatever, but it just I was like, I don't want that to be my event.
Yeah, I think who runs it and their attitude and sort of ambiance around them will impact the people. Also, you're the ones sharing who should come to Emma Lou's events. So I feel like maybe those LA events were just not your audience.
I think so too.
Going to event, like I would go to every one of your events alone. And that's scary. Yeah. But it wasn't. Like everyone was so nice. And you would come up to everyone and like say hi and stuff. So
no, I try to introduce myself to everyone to like make sure like everyone feels like they're welcome, because like why be exclusive? Like there's no reason to be exclusive, honestly. Like it's outdated at this point.
Yeah. Also, like Costa Mesa, Newport is the best spot, I feel, for your business.
I'm shook. I did not think it was going to. Like I thought, because moving from LA, and then I lived in Old Town Orange for a little bit, and then I moved here, and I was like, oh my god, I'm further from LA. Like nobody here is gonna know like athleisure. Like this was just my perception, because I'd never like really been in Newport, and I was like, oh, I'm making a huge mistake. And then little did I know it's like a hidden gem of like amazing people here who love the space and who are like very fashionable and very into wellness. Like everyone here is so like everyone here looks so good. Like for just living in Newport, I feel like you just automatically look good. So I was like, wow, this is like a great place for me to like grow Emma Lou, and it has been amazing.
Yeah, there's so many people in their 20s and early 30s, and there's so many workout places here. It's actually insane, and cute coffee shops. It's very ideal, I feel. Especially for making friends too. Yeah. Just like anything in that realm. But it's also like beach culture, which I like. It's not like super intense like LA.
Yeah, it's very, very relaxing, which is nice because, it's crazy. Like life is insane. So it's like coming home. I love to be here and like just like you said, there's literally workout shop and or not workout shop, workout studio and coffee shop. Like you could throw a rock and you hit 3. So like I love it.
Literally, like I want to try new coffee shops, but I have 3 walking distance from me, so I'm like, oh, I could just go there.
Yeah, freelance.
Yeah. Do you like freelance over daydream?
No, I don't love either. They're okay.
Really?
Daydream's okay. Freelance, I'm indifferent.
I like the vibe of daydream more than freelance.
Yeah, wait, Daydream is the one with the surfboards. Okay,
yeah.
Yes, I like Daydream.
It's just more clean cut.
Yeah.
And it gives me, more Newport versus like New York.
Yes. Wow. Wait. Yes. I just got. Yeah, that's good.
Because our warehouse for work is across the it's the old Daydream warehouse.
Oh,
is our warehouse, so it's right there. So if I'm gonna go to a coffee shop, it's that one.
Yeah, of course. Like right there.
Yeah. Do you have aspirations to start other companies, or would you be satisfied with Emma Lou forever?
I definitely have like made decks, like pitch decks for other companies, but I feel like Emmylou is my, like I would do a hot Pilates studio. That would be another company, which we did a pop-up, which was super fun, but I would do one for real in the future. But I think in terms of clothing, probably not, just because it's so hard to break through. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'd do like a cute little food one down the line. I don't know. Probably not like anytime soon though.
Like a coffee, like what do you mean food?
I think just like cute packaged healthy food. Haven't really dug that deep into it, but that would just be my.
I love that. We need more.
Mm-hmm. I know. I need to figure it out. That's the thing. But first thing for sure would be a hot Pilates studio.
How did your pop-up event go?
It was fun. It was so fun. It was short-lived, and I think that people didn't realize it was going to be short-lived. So I think that was on my end. After it closed, I still had people trying to register for classes, which I loved. But I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I thought you totally opened a studio.
I know everyone did. I was like, I was not clear because everyone was like, how did you do that so fast? And I was like, oh my God, no. I like used my friend's studio.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so smart.
So we kind of like split it for a month, which was fun. And it was a lot of work though. It was really fun. And I will do it again. Just need to figure out the right time.
And you're already trained, so like you could totally teach too.
I did. It was so fun.
Would you have it here?
I think so. Yeah. I think I would do Newport, Costa Mesa.
Yeah. There's not that many heated places. 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah.
Also, not a lot of them are cute.
No. I'm like, oh, don't want to take a photo of that.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to open a studio that's like a hot Pilates or hot yoga. We have no cute studios here.
No.
Do you do yoga?
No, but I've been to Core Power a bunch and raw yoga.
Raw yoga. Core Power is actually nice, but it's just far away.
Yeah.
But raw, I don't like raw yoga. It smells.
I heard. Okay, I've been once, but my roommates went and they're like, we'll never go back.
Why?
Because same thing. They said it smells.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's not that hard to put some eucalyptus in the air.
No. And they said that you're like this close together. No.
I don't want people sweating on me.
Oh, I just couldn't do that. I feel like there are a lot of men that go there too.
Mm-hmm.
No. At least the full routine is like all women and like you're spaced out.
And it's huge.
I'll give them that. But
yeah.
I just cannot with this like the tight areas.
Yeah. Did you go to their full routine when it was in the garage?
Yeah.
Okay, that was small, but it's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah. And I feel like everyone that goes there too is really cute.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like dressed so nice.
Yeah.
And so fit.
Yeah. I'm like, is this why you all are fit because you do the full routine?
That's what I was thinking today. Yeah. I was like, I want to know your routine.
Yeah.
Like, what's your diet? What's your workout reg? Because I need to come more.
I know. If that's how I'm going to look in 6 months, like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Do you have a membership with them or do you do Class Pass?
I just do Class Pass.
Okay, same.
Yeah.
How has your fitness evolved? Because you said you were super into weightlifting.
Yeah.
And then now do you do mainly Pilates?
Yeah, I do weightlifting sometimes, but it's more of like a full body circuit. So I'll try to hit everything super quickly, like in 20 minutes. But yeah, mostly Pilates, either reformer or on the mat. Like I love mat Pilates. That's kind of it. Just walking. I walk all the time. Mm-hmm. Because how can you
Do you just walk down here?
Yeah, Superior, the hill. I don't really do that anymore. I just like drive down.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to do all that anymore. Like I can just drive and walk.
Yeah, that's a lot. I like to go to Back Bay, or I just started going to, what's that giant park? Next to New Day.
I know what you're talking
Fairview.
about. Yes.
It's so nice.
You like it?
Yeah.
You just like do laps around it? Or?
Yeah, I bring my dog.
Wait, okay, I need to try Fairview, and then you said Back Bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you go to Back Bay?
No.
It's so nice.
I know, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
But I just haven't. I don't venture out very far.
Yeah.
Like if I have to drive more than 5 minutes, I'm like, oh.
I'm the same way. My sister's the same way too. I want to get an e-bike so I would get myself to go more places.
Yes.
Like even, I guess full routine's not that far. But any other workout place that's like not, 17th is like the furthest.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're so close to everything. Like we're spoiled and that.
How long have you lived here?
A year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you were in Orange before?
Yeah. For a year as well.
Did you know people when you moved here?
Yes, I did. So I had like a few girlfriends that I knew. That was it. Just kind of like threw myself into it.
Wow.
No, I love it.
Has Emma Lou grown a lot within that past year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think because I've been just like here. I'm not gonna lie. Like just because I've been here and I've just been like involving myself in everything.
What's your 1 and 5 year plan?
1 year to be in Revolve, Nordstrom, Carbon 38, Bendier, and to have a pop-up somewhere, like a really good pop-up. I want to collab with either MEJ or Jerf Avenue and just want to grow like a lot. And then my 5 year is definitely do like another big collab, maybe with like Sports Illustrated swimsuit.
Whoa.
Collab with Lauren Bostic. Like I don't know, I just have a lot of like little ones here and there that I'm not sure when they're gonna happen. I just like need them to happen.
They're gonna happen.
Thank you.
Especially since you're saying it out loud to other people.
Yeah, let's manifest it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll have a team by then.
Yes. Oh yeah, team for sure, and like a little office somewhere. Yes. Big office somewhere. Cute
with
office.
a beach like view or something.
Yeah, beach view and a matcha. What are they? Matcha maker or whatever.
Matcha station.
Yeah, with tons of vanilla, tons of sweetener. Yeah.
Yum.
You'd hate it. I'll have just like earthy ones for you.
We'll add it. What would you say? Like what year? So you've had it for 4 years? 5 years?
Realistically, 3.
3 years.
Yeah.
What year would you say was your biggest, or like not even biggest, like numbers wise, but most impactful?
I feel like what year are we? 2024? Maybe like basically a year.
Yeah.
From today.
Wow. So it's only gonna get bigger from there.
I hope so. I think so. I just think like if you don't stop working on something, then it'll be successful. So
yeah.
That's what we're gonna go
You're putting
with.
in all the time and work into it. Do you have anything else you want to say about Emma Lou?
No, just look out for our events. There are a lot of events in Newport Beach. I'm gonna try to do some in San Diego. And yeah, just follow us on Instagram, TikTok at Emma Lou the Label. That's where most of our updates are, and like where I am, and you can hang out and chat with me.
And next release is coming in around June. Around June time.
I plan for June.
Is your website like always open, or you only open it like when it's gonna drop and stuff?
It's always open. You can always shop it. They're limited sizes right now, but if your size is there, we'll ship it ASAP. And if you live in Newport, we always can come pick it up.
Well, thanks so much for coming on.
Having me. It was so
of
fun.
course.